Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of the Haunted House Estate speed build. So I know originally I said it was going to be 4 parts, but it's actually only going to be 3. I went back and re-edited the last 2 parts just because it was a lot of really boring stuff. And I was like, you know, they've been waiting quite a while, you know, just get a move on, Olivia, just get a move on. So yeah, so this is the final part for this. And for those that have been waiting for it, I'm so sorry that it's taken so long. City Living expansion came out and I just got totally sidetracked. Everything else was top priority and I was kind of like, oh my god, it's so far past October and it's so far past Halloween, this doesn't even really make any sense now. And it kind of, like, I've called it a haunted house estate, but it's not really a haunted house estate. Like, I've built it, you know, so it's sort of like an old castle, and I love the outside. Like, I think that's probably my favorite part about the entire house. I think I got that right for what I was going for, but I think I did get a little lost inside. I didn't want it to be really, like, silly. Like, I didn't want to use the spooky stuff everywhere. So, you know, like, have jack-o'-lanterns and spider webs and stuff everywhere. So I was kind of like, okay, well, if I'm not going to do that, then what's the sort of theme that I'm going for? And I guess what I kind of did was like a modern take on like a really old big family estate. So you know, it's very simple, it's very clean, lots of paintings, lots of open spaces, and you'll see in this part that actually quite a lot of things change from this point. Like, I change rooms and I delete rooms and I create rooms and like, yeah, I had a plan, but I didn't have a plan. I was kind of just like, meh. And I, you know, as you know, like from the last 2 parts, I did create this in mind for a Let's Play. Obviously, I haven't started that Let's Play because I've got 2 challenges and the City Living Let's Play on the go right now, and I just don't have time to do a 4th. But you never know. It might happen soon. You just never know. So right now I'm just doing all the final touches of the building inside. So all of the wallpaper and flooring's been done. I'm just adding in some lights, trying to get the right feel for what I want. And yeah, it's pretty basic. I really wanted the kitchen to be quite open and bright. And I created like all of these spaces and I was like, what am I going to do with this space? Like, this is, you know, the walk-in area kind of thing. And I was like, well, do I want it to be like a seating area? What do I want it to do? So it changes a bit. Oh, and I accidentally deleted the room. That was that. So this actually changes again. I probably should have like edited this out because never mind. I've edited it so many times now. I'm kind of just like, just roll with it. You know, you guys can put the YouTube video on super fast mode if you're watching it on a computer or something. Otherwise, I'm sorry. I kind of talk fast anyway, so it should be okay. But that's also a bit of a problem when I'm doing these audios for speed builds, because I get through so much information so quickly and then I'm sitting there going, oh my god, I don't know what else to say, so I just start rambling and waffling and just saying all this really random stuff. So I do apologize for those of you who have succumbed to that, who have had to sit through my rambling nonsense. But unfortunately, that's just what I do. It's not just limited to speed builds. I actually do it quite often. Oh dear. I just had to close the windows in my bedroom because I live on a road that everybody uses to basically skip going through this horrendous roundabout near my house. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. So we've always got like huge trucks and just lots of random things. And there's also a school really nearby too, so occasionally you hear like kids laughing and school bells going off and stuff. So yeah, no noise pollution, absolutely, but you know, I'm used to it. But it's not so nice to hear when you're in a speed build, so apologies if you do hear it. So we're doing the kitchen now, and I really wanted to create like a little sort of like counter, what are those called, like an island, that's it, counter island, there, using the terminology. And I keep changing my mind. Like, I've got a long one here, and eventually I have like 2 small ones. And it just keeps changing, basically. A lot of the little decorative stuff I do off camera, just because it was getting so long with recording, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be like 1 billion parts long if I don't watch out. Like that part just there with the rug, like I must have tried to get that right probably. Oh, there was a good minute, maybe 2 of me doing that. So you're welcome, editing, you know. Now this is the stuff that I was really excited about. I did not plan to do this. It was a total fluke. So what I've done is I've got rid of the very, very back corner of the deck on that side of the house and put a little room in with some stairs. And what I'm doing now is I'm creating this little like underground grotto kind of thing. So it's got the pool water in there, and I'm going to add some like flowers and things, and it's just like a really cool like hidden kind of room or something. Yeah, I really like it, and this is partly why it took so long to build in the first place, and also to do the editing, because I kept thinking of new things I wanted to do, which would mean more editing. So these parts are actually quite jutty, just because I was playing around with so many things, and I was like, I have to colour it somewhere. So like that's about to disappear, as you can see. And then I decided to just go with the flow with the flowers. So I also put in a bathroom down here, to the right of the stairs, and I was like, because I went downstairs, like I went down a level, and I saw all the rock face there that was, you know, the other side from the stuff that's outside, and I was like, oh my god, it's like I should do something with that. So I did. Though I did. So this is the grotto, and it's just really simple. Like, it's just got the pool. There's no like pool details, like I haven't put in a ladder or a diving board or anything like that. I just put the light in there because I just wanted it to have something else in it, kind of like it was a bit sort of mysterious or like mystical or something. So yeah, there's a little bathroom popping in there, and I just wanted some flowers in there to show that it's like really underground. And then I was like, I'm gonna build another room, and I was like, you know, this is probably more aligned to something like a vampire's lair or something, but I was just sort of going for, you know, it's an old home, it's an old estate, you know, it's got a long history, there's probably going to be some like hidden rooms and catacombs and all that kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. So this is where I use a very, very small amount of spooky stuff, which is those 2 spiders, which sometimes you can see and sometimes you can't, because one of them's black and it's on the black curtains and it blends in really well. I actually gave my partner a fright when I was showing him. He was like, whoa, there's a spider there, and I was like, yeah, there is. Which is ironic, because normally I'm the one that's getting afraid of spiders. And I just chucked a couple of suits of armour down there as well, you know, to create the aesthetic I was going for. So now we're in the little lounge. I didn't want the lounge to be massive, just because I was like, it's not really a big part of this house. Like, I feel like the kitchen dining room area was going to be more important, and the library, which I haven't done so much with yet, but you know, like, they're Sims. They need their TV and their couches and blah blah blah, so I gave it to them. I also chucked in a bar there because one of my Sims, I think, wants to be a mixologist, the ones that I was planning to move in, and they have actually moved in now. I just haven't done anything with them. So it might be that I change things over time in this house when I do eventually play it. And you know, if you are wanting to download this from the gallery, which obviously I haven't put up yet, but I will put it up as soon as I load this last video onto YouTube. It's probably a little late because most people probably won't be looking for haunted houses anymore, but meh. Never mind. And it should still be called Haunted House Estate, but I'm wondering whether I should change the name to Mansion, because that always comes up more than Estate, so we'll see. haunted house mansion estate. Could I put both words in there? I don't know. So now you can see I've created the 2 circular islands, and now I'm putting in some cabinets and things because it just didn't feel like a kitchen to me, and I was like, something's missing. What is it? And I decided that it was the cabinets. So there you go. So I'm just trying to finalize them. And then I very, very quickly just put all this random stuff around. And there we go. I changed it again. So now they're oval islands. I told you I changed them a lot. And I also was like, ooh, things are a bit big. Things are a bit messy. So, yeah. So I changed quite a bit. Like I'm changing there again. Yeah. I did a lot of like back and forth. I'm really bad at just doing one room and then moving on. I'm okay if it's a small house. Like if there's only like a few rooms, then I'm all good. But if it's a big house like this, then I get distracted, and I have to go and do all these other things. So it does sometimes make for a bit of a chaotic speed build. So my apologies. We're now in the library, and I wanted to create like a little reading nook, which is what that bit is there with the couches. And you'll notice that I have deleted one of the bathrooms on the side of the stairs. So that's what that little nook thingy is there. And I did that just because I felt that, 3 bathrooms downstairs, it was a bit much, So I was like, no, we'll delete that one, and that way the library gets a little more space. And it gets a cool little nook that I'm going to put a couple of computer desks and computers in. So, yeah, I think it looks really cool. I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of the wallpaper and stuff that I used in this build, but I think it suited the house more than anything else, which is obviously what I was going for. So the library is just going to be, big bookcases, a couple of games, chess, all that the usual thing that you find in a library, but it's nice and big. And I put a couple of rugs in just to keep it a bit more homey, I guess. And obviously there's like a really clear like brown cream neutral kind of color happening there, and I changed that out for a card table because I was like, I've actually never used that. I've never had I don't think I've ever clicked on that and put it inside a house before, let alone had a sim play with it. So, yeah, I'm not even sure what it does, to be honest. Do they actually play cards? I don't even know. But I was like, whatever. So I just chucked a camera down there, in case anyone wants to become a photographer. And just playing around with a few little things, trying to get the rug now. So I think with this build I do the bathrooms off screen, just because I was like, oh my god, I'm getting like so up there, and I was like, bathrooms aren't super exciting. So this particular room I had gone back and forth with so many times that it does look kind of weird with the editing, because it looks like I had like a full room and then I edited it and blah blah blah, but I just kept changing my mind. What I love about this room is that the 2 chairs are different colours. I don't know what it is, but I just love that. So now you'll see that I am deleting that room, which was going to be like a second bathroom, and extending the one there. So you'll see that it's already done, and I do that sort of style and all those objects in every single bathroom that we've got. So both of them downstairs and the 2 upstairs as well. You'll get a better view of those. Oh, there you go, good little view now. But you'll get a better view of those in the photos, obviously, at the end, because they'll be in there. So I'm keeping in with what I wanted to do here. I wanted to put my little rose, everyone had been talking about the Beauty and the Beast stuff at the time, and so I had this like rose and flower in my head, and I was like, oh, I've got to do it. So I did. And then, just a couple of chairs and everything. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I decided that I had all this space downstairs, and I'd already created this grotto thing, so why not create like a catacomb thing? So that's what I did. So I've built this kind of like underground, what would you call it? This underground, I don't know. I think it's a catacomb. I think that's the word that you need to use. But anyway, that's it. So now people have to get to that room, they have to go through this winding underground sort of walkway thing, and all the candle lights. And then at the end there, which that shape changes so many times, and I can't quite remember how I edited it, but it probably gets a little bit spastic soon. Whoa, yeah, sorry, it's going so quick. But basically that becomes like a I don't know, like an underground safe kind of thing. So I use the gold bars and that necklace in a case thing, that those things that come with the criminal career, like as you gain rewards and stuff. So yeah, it's a super random room. Like you can do whatever you want with it, but that's just what I chucked in there. By this point I was just like, why did I build this? And so there you can see that I changed the shape several times. That was insanely painful to edit. So this is the other bedroom, and I wanted to keep the bedrooms really neutral, just because I felt like that suited the house a bit more. And then, you know, your Sims can add a bit more personality with like paintings and photographs and things like that. But I also wanted this one to just have a little bit extra, so I created the like mirror wall kind of thing, and I think I get rid of the side too and put some lights in around it as well from memory. It has been a while since I've actually seen this, so my bad. Yeah, there we go. So then I put the pool lights around it, I think. Yeah, I do. So yeah, like I didn't want to do a crazy house because it just didn't suit it, I didn't think. Like I'd already sort of felt a bit lost with how it was looking anyway, and I didn't want to make it any worse, I guess. So it's super neutral, but I think it works. I think it looks okay, and you know, you can always change it if you don't like it, so whatever. As you can tell, I'm really selling this, aren't I? Like, I have such faith in my ability to build this house. I think it just took so long, and I spent so much energy on the outside that I kind of forgot what I was going for inside. So, you know, if you like it, thank you. If you think it's absolute rubbish, you're entitled to your own opinion. Feel free to change it, basically. Because, yeah. I think now that I'm watching it again, and it's been quite a while since I last watched it, and even longer since I built it, I'm like, there definitely would be some things that I would change, but that's kind of what I like about The Sims. Like, I love building a house for a family, and then, like, as that family goes on, you have to, you know, adapt things. So, like, this needs to become a kid's room, and this needs to become, you know, 3 bathrooms instead of 1, because we need more bathrooms, or something like that, you know? Like, I love how you can just change and adapt to suit the family that you've got. And if you play for several generations, I love that you can, you know, look back maybe at old photographs that you've had your Sims take and just see how much the family and the house has evolved with it. Like, I just love that about it. I love the family aspect of Sims 4. That's pretty much the main reason why I play. So that's been, yeah, I like that. I'm waffling. Can you tell? So I decided to delete that room. It was, I think, originally going to be like a 3rd bedroom, because I was building this with my Let's Play family in mind, which has 4 Sims. One of which I was going to make a couple, so I needed 3 bedrooms. But then I was like, oh, I don't even know if I'm going to do that, and I don't know how to decorate it, and I don't know what I'm doing, and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, nah, delete. So the upstairs is super open, super empty, and basically just ready to go with whatever you want to do with it. You know, whether you want to move the bathrooms or move the bedrooms or add in 3 more bedrooms or whatever. So I think it worked out well that I did that, because, you know, it is a really big house, and I kind of, you know, I think a lot of houses that are like that probably would have been quite empty in areas, because, you know, there's only so much you can do with a space. So, yeah. So now I'm just adding some pot plants to the deck out the front, and just wanting to give it a bit more personality, you know. Especially since, like, the outside is so intense. I was like, oh, I can't have it be so random. Like, I have to do something. So I basically jumped on the symmetrical bandwagon, and everything kind of matches. But what are you going to do? As you can see, I spent a lot of time on that. And I just changed around some of those missing railings just to suit it a bit better. And it's super random. I just chuck stuff in. I seem to gravitate towards the same pot plants because I like them all to have the same colour base. Like if they're going to all be like the terracotta look, then I want them all to be the terracotta look, not, you know, one's blue, one's red, one's terracotta, one's green. Like I hate that. I think it looks so shoddy. But that's probably because I'm a symmetrical freak. Like I love things to match. I love things to, you know, go well together. Hence why the Sims 3 design tool was so freaking cool. But let's not go down that bandwagon again, because if I get started, I will not stop. So I decided to move the bathroom, just because I felt like it looked really weird, like kind of off to the side there, and it also meant that that bedroom kind of was really, really tight and sort of thrown into that corner there. So I just played around with it a little bit, which is what I'm doing there. And we're about to come into the pictures soon, so that's just like a 360 view of the house. And here we go. So this is the outside, where it was built in I think it's in Windermere? No. Oh, wherever it is. It's, oh, Newcrest. It's got the waterfall at the back. So now you can see like the deck and all the sort of bits and bobs. I'm really, really happy with it, to toot my own horn, but a lot of work went into this, and I'm really, really proud of it. I've never built anything like this before. I've never done such a detailed outside area before. So there's a view from the bridge. Yeah, so I'm actually really, really pleased with it. The inside, however, is a different story. There's quite a few images. I kind of went crazy. I wanted to get everything from like every view. So that's like the walkway in the kitchen. Nice high ceilings and like the hanging lamps. It's really open, which is what I was going for. And now you can see that I've added some detail that you probably wouldn't have seen before, like those sort of like step ladders with the flowers on them. And I would have moved around a few of the paintings as well. So there's the Sims that are going to be in the Let's Play when I eventually get around to doing it. Here's the downstairs bathroom. This is the big one downstairs. So it's got that really little pretty bath area there. That's the lounge. Here's the library. So I'm looking at it from the the reading nook, which is that one there. So yeah, I think it came together quite nicely. This is the upstairs bathroom, one of the upstairs bathrooms. So, and the bedroom. There's that lighting look there. So it's super simple, super clean looking. This image looks a little bit out of focus, my bad. But yeah, I think it works well. It's really simple and clean and neat. So the downstairs grotto area. So that's very exciting. Some rock face views there. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. So that's the walkway, the catacomb walkway. That door goes to the other walkway that goes to the room. So that's just outside the room. And then we go into the room. So there you go. There's the little, like, I don't even know what you'd call that. And the little chill out room down here. Oh, there's a skeleton. Sorry, it wasn't Knight in Shining Armor. It was skeletons that I added, because that's scary. And there we've got some things there. So I hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Check it out in the gallery. It should be under the same name as this video. Thanks for watching, guys.